Hi, this is Louie Mack.
And you're listening to
the Vulgar Parenting Podcast.
Episode 13. What's up? This is Scotty Boombox, and you're listening to the Vulgar Parenting Podcast. Yes. We curse, we drink, we laugh, we parent. This is the Vulgar Parenting Podcast. Thank you for listening. Subscribe now on iTunes. Give us that 5-star rating, and we will read it on air no matter what it says. Like and share the Vulgar Parenting Podcast on Facebook. Follow us online at Vulgar Parenting on both Twitter and Instagram. Email the show, vulgarparenting@gmail.com, and everything we do is at vulgarparenting.com. The Vulgar Parenting Podcast is produced by SHS Audio Department. Check out shsaudiodepartment.com for all your pro audio needs, including DJ services, audiobook and podcast production, music production and music licensing, and creative consulting. Check out shsaudiodepartment.com. This episode is brought to you by romantic suspense and mystery novelist Deborah Gaskill at deborahgaskillnovels.com. If you need a good read, either in paperback or ebook format, go check out deborahgaskillnovels.com. And our final sponsor for this show, Dr. Chris Stankovich, the sports doc and expert in the field of sports psychology, who has been featured on ESPN's Outside the Lines, in the pages of USA Today, and on ABC World News. Check out his new podcast, On the Couch, Inside the Head of American Sports, now on iTunes and at drstankovich.com. Well, fellas, we've got another 5-star review. I promised that I'll read it on air. You ready to hear it?
Do it up.
All right, here we go. Llama Mama 57 writes, hysterically bad advice. This is like an audio Pinterest of parenting fails. While it is often humorous, sometimes laugh out loud funny, the main idea is to go easy on yourself. You're not truly a horrible parent.
That's good.
She nailed it.
Have you ever seen, there's some show, I think isn't there like a children's book called Llama Mama or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't know.
Where they have rappers rap.
You wouldn't know.
You're an actual parent though.
You have a child. Of course you might possibly know.
But they have they have rappers actually come in and rap.
Yeah, Ludacris did it.
Ludacris.
Dude, it's
Migos
so well
have done
written.
it.
Dude, I've done it before.
You've rapped
I've done it.
The Llama Mama song?
Oh, easily.
Rap?
Yeah. I rap a lot of his books. I also do it in a sick, child-friendly Chuck D version.
Wait.
Really aggressive.
Wait, Ludacris wrote the book?
No.
Ludacris.
He famously did it or does it, right?
I know Migos did it. I don't know. They're funny.
Dude, that cricket is slaying this episode. What's up, Cricket? Jiminy Cricket here, our fourth host of this show.
There we go.
All right. Well, hey, Llama Mama 57, thank you so much. Love ya. It's time to get into this week's stuff. Y'all ready to find out?
What's up?
As a parent, I ask myself, what's up with these headlines? All right, first up, this fantastic school bus driver out of Georgia, again, the prison colony. She was arrested after driving a bus full of students under the influence of alcohol. The headline reads, the school bus driver is accused of driving drunk with 31 students on board.
And her picture looks like a lady that would drink and drive a school bus.
She looks so happy.
Did you see what she was on?
No, do tell.
I'm pretty sure in the article they stated that in her purse were multiple of those little airplane bottles of vodka, as well as a bunch of prescription pills.
She was going mini bottles?
Mini bottles in her purse and prescription pills.
Did she just check out of a Holiday Inn Express?
I don't know.
That doesn't make any sense.
This is hotel. You got them little hotel drinks?
No, I know, but I just don't. It doesn't.
Like why she came.
I want to know what she blew. Like, how drunk was she?
I don't think she did. At least in the article, they weren't talking about it.
And that's so cool. I know. I didn't see it in the article either.
She had tequila and vodka.
Oh, I thought it was just vodka. Tequila and
tequila
now it's a party.
And vodka.
Now
and
it's a
prescription pills.
Oh gosh.
Not that I would ever mix alcohol and prescription pills. I would never do something like that. But I heard it's a lot of fun if you do.
You know what's funny is that she had 31 students on the bus, right?
Okay.
She's only facing 16 counts of child endangerment.
The other 15
like some of them
matter?
don't count. Yeah.
Prison colony.
That's right.
15 of them actually were on free and reduced transportation, and their votes don't count.
That's right.
Sir, how many prisoners we got today? Well, we got 31, but only 16 of them count. The rest are just here hanging out.
Oh, Lord.
That's kind of impressive.
Dude.
Who do we talk to about this?
We got to get Georgia on the phone.
Georgia?
Give me Georgia on the phone. Oy vey. Well, thank God that the mother saw this shit on Facebook, posted on Facebook. Social media justice. Thank goodness.
Yeah.
All right.
What's up?
A gun. Wait. Am I saying this right?
Yes.
Yeah.
A gun.
I don't think it was a knife.
A gun was pulled in a fight between back-to-school shoppers at a Walmart in Michigan. This comes to us from USA Today.
I feel like they should have listened to our podcast. Was it
Wow.
last week when we were
I
talking
know.
about?
We just warned about this.
I
We
know.
just gave some amazing
Test,
parenting
test,
advice that
test.
said
I know.
don't pull guns on people at
Went
these
back for
at
school
these
shopping.
kid functions.
If there was ever an instance when you should never pull a gun on someone, it's school supply shopping. It's
I would
literally
go
the least.
most things in life. It's not required to pull a gun out on people. But
Wow. Says the NRA member. That's impressive.
who said I was a part of the NRA?
Your Buffalo Bills hat.
he is an American.
Red, white, and blue.
He's very, very American.
Rock, flag, and eagle.
Ooh, I like that. I like that. So apparently, two residents started fighting with a mother-daughter combo. So it was a 46 and a 32-year-old who grabbed the last notebook, right? Then the mother-daughter got into it, ages 51 and 20. And the 20-year-old started getting her hair pulled. So the mom, who's 51, just pulls the gat out, dude.
Boom.
That's
Got
impressive.
it.
Flashes the gun. I want to know, did they get the notebook, though?
I know.
The
Who
last,
gets the notebook?
who got the last one?
I
So-
would hope the lady with the gun.
I brought this up to my wife, and she was like, well, I can understand because it's getting so specific at these schools. Like, you have to have a pink notebook for this class or like a purple folder for this class. Like, they give you a list of the things that you need.
Why can't you just get like a blue folder and with a Sharpie write purple on the front of it? Problem solved. Didn't think of that, did you?
Shout out. That's amazing.
I don't think the lady with the gun thought of that.
You know what? And it said she like legally had a concealed
She had a
carry.
concealed carry license. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
she was legally allowed to carry it, and
I don't think you're legally
Not
allowed to
in
pull it
trouble.
out on somebody.
What was her
though.
name?
Not
Barbara.
in trouble. I don't know. During a fight, it doesn't say that she
Is
had
your-
any charges.
I'm going with her name's Barbara. I don't really know what her name is, but it sounds like a
She-
Barbara move.
She's 51. She's
yeah,
named Barbara.
51-year-old named Barla.
She's not Skylar. She's Barbara.
Yeah, she.
You guys just said it three different ways. You guys just said Barbara three different ways. You said Barbara, Barboa, and Barber. This is what came out of your mouth. You said
No,
it
but
half.
I think she got her CCW. She's been carrying this gun around for
She been
for
ready,
a
dude.
year and a half, and she has yet to be able to use it. And I think that a fight
Yet
over
to be able to use it.
She had a mag light and she
has-
started shouting commands. She was like, "These classes paid off.
That's right.
I've been waiting for this
This
day."
2-hour online class.
Online class. Yeah, can we teach online defense classes? That sounds like an
think so.
amazing business model.
No, I think that she's been waiting to pull this gun out for the last year and a half. She sees all the stuff going on in the news and like I'm gonna get a gun. Something's gonna happen one day, and I'm gonna be able to use it. And this is like the closest thing she'll ever.
That's
come
what you
to.
get when Jim Harbaugh's your head coach.
That's right.
Oh Lord! And you keep going to Walmart.
You know what? I bet she left with a who's is it like Lil Wayne? I don't know who's singing the song, but it's like always strapped when I hit the club. No,
I'm sorry. How'd that go again?
it goes always strapped when I hit the club.
I think that's
it's
all
Lil Wayne.
rappers. I don't think that's just
I don't
one
know.
rapper.
She listens to that song a lot, though. She was excited to have that gun. That's
What's up?
Driver 13 in Colorado caught with 25 pounds of meth in a traffic stop, police say. Wow.
25 pounds.
He's 13 years old. A Colorado deputy on Tuesday pulled over a 13-year-old boy driving a car and found 25 pounds of methamphetamine loaded into the vehicle. They stopped the Dodge Avenger, of course it was a Dodge Avenger, on Interstate 70 in Mesa County Tuesday morning and found 3 people in the car. Okay? There was a 22-year-old and a 19-year-old also in the car.
who are probably legally allowed to drive.
Yeah, who probably should have been driving, not
Yeah,
the
Not
13-year-old.
the 13-year-old.
Wow.
Like, I pulled you over not because I thought you had drugs in your car, but because there was a 13-year-old driving your car.
Dude, okay, so I understand that the kid is driving. He's 13. but he got charges of manufacturing a substance. There's no proof that
Bullshit.
that little 13-year-old knows
No.
how to fucking manufacture drugs.
I doubt I could do it. You could give me all the recipes and I wouldn't be able to do it.
Thank God. This is why they have juvie and not.
I've
they're
seen
not trying
Breaking
him as an
Bad.
adult.
I think I can do it.
Do you?
I can make a bunch of weird glass in a trailer.
Right. See what
No.
happens when some crazy people smoke it.
But like I'm just saying I'm for teaching a kid how to drive, and if you start them at 13, you start them at 13. Some kids are ahead of the curve, you know. But if you're gonna let your little brother drive, don't have 25 pounds of meth in your car because you're gonna get pulled over.
Right.
Also, if you don't want to get pulled over, don't let your 13-year-old drive.
Yeah.
Well, no,
if you're
I'm
trying to safely move your drugs,
It's
yeah,
one thing if
I'm,
you're
that's
like-
what I'm saying. If when you're
You
when you're
should have
moving
put-
drugs, you drive. When there aren't drugs in the car, then I let my little brother drive.
put the innocent-looking female behind the wheel.
Problem solved.
There you go.
Hey, I worked with a lady
Okay.
who, she was like she got pulled over. And it was going to be her third DUI. And it was her third DUI, I think. I don't know.
Great story.
It was big time trouble though.
You just killed the ending
Hold
right
on.
in your intro.
I know, exactly. She, with the cameras on, stopped, had her and her underage. I think she was underage. Jesus Christ, I can't remember shit about the story. Anyway, with the cops there watching, they flipped seats. She's like, "Nah, I'm not
On
driving."
video?
On video,
And it worked?
and it works.
Oh, my God.
No, it did not work.
It didn't
No.
work.
It did not work. She still got in trouble and blah blah blah.
Hilarious.
She got to keep her job, which I thought was interesting.
I think what's interesting is that she thought that flipping seats was going to work.
They'll never
Right.
see this.
They'll never see
They'll
this
never see-
coming.
and oh,
I'm
no,
sure
her
no one's
doc-
ever tried this one.
Right, and neither one of them had a driver's license, a valid driver's
Oh,
license,
God.
Oh.
because she was 2 Deweys, and it was her third.
Dude. That's like,
A for effort. That's all I gotta say. A for effort.
I'm impressed.
like, yeah, if you're
I'm
not
impressed.
if you're not trying.
Also, 25 pounds of meth is a shit ton of meth. That is a lot of meth. Like a lot. Dangerous amount.
I mean, it's the
Dangerous
size.
amount for a 13-year-old to be driving around. Yeah, for sure.
I think anybody to be
well, it's
driving around.
yeah,
That's
it's
a
just-
lot of meth.
It's separately the dangerous for a 13-year-old to be driving, period.
I feel like it, yeah,
with
but,
no meth.
but when you have drugs in the car, you should be doing the
my
speed
God,
limit and you should have a valid driver's license.
Yeah, you should put your
make
seatbelt on.
sure-
Use your fucking turn signals.
Yeah, make
You
sure your
dumbasses.
headlights work and all that stuff. Make sure your registration's up to date. Just
Not a-
giving you advice out there if you're listening.
Listen, drug mules. Listen, you got to call into the Life Tubes here. What a great segue into our next section, Guiding Life. Three lucky listeners and parents have been selected to receive parenting and relationship advice from the life coach, Ryan Shoops. Get your life right at ryanshoopslifecoach.com. Shoops, we had a lot of great great submissions this week
Good,
from
I like
some
helping people out.
very
Great.
needy
Warms
parents.
my heart.
Well, let's just get it started. You guys ready?
Off the rip, let's go.
Latoya in an ATL.
Hey, Latoya, how are you?
Hotlanta writes, Coach Choops, I'm African American and my fiance is white.
Nice.
My family and friends were cool with him when we were just dating, but now that he's proposed, they're bugging. What should I do?
I am not a fan of racism.
Me neither.
And it's, I mean, I don't, there's not really a funny spin on this. It's just fucked up on their part. Like, clearly he was doing something right that they liked him to begin with. And I don't know if you sit there, you know how, like, you dated somebody when you were young or whatever, your high school or whatever, and your parents like, yeah, we didn't really like the person, but we knew it wasn't going to work anyway. So we were
Yeah.
just like, we'll let it run its course. You know, he/she, they'll figure out that this person sucks and, you know, move on. And I mean, I would hope, I mean, obviously if you're old enough to be getting engaged, they're old enough to know that it's serious or not. So I would sit there and step up, man. Just step up. That's what I would tell you. Just sit there and be like, look, here's the deal. We gonna be together. Y'all can get on board, or you can kick rocks. I mean, that's what
I like that advice a lot.
I mean, it is what it is. Like, obviously, you love the person. Like, you know, with family, obviously, there's a special bond and stuff like that. But you don't get to choose your family. Family was chosen for you. The person that you marry, you get to choose that. And to me, that's the most important relationship of the bunch. And hopefully they realize. Indeed.
Ooh.
Hopefully they realize what's up and fuck racism.
Latoya and ATL, some great advice there. Thanks for writing in.
Keep it spicy.
Hope it works out for you.
Keep
I'm
it
on.
spicy,
I'm on
girl.
Team Latoya here.
Team
Get it,
Latoya
girl.
all the way, girl. Stick with him. If that's your man, that's your man. Chaz in Santa Monica writes, Coach Choops, I'm a photographer by trade, and my work primarily focuses on nude photos, pinup girls, etc., etc. My son is now in elementary school, and I'm not sure how to talk to him about my work. Any advice?
I mean, I think elementary school, I wouldn't really worry about it all that much right now. All he has to knows that you take some pictures. I would use your camera and take some pictures of like some lions at the zoo or some like clouds or some shit, just to have. So when he asks what you do, like, oh, here I got
Love
some
it.
photos. I'm a photographer. You know,
Lie
they
to
could
your
be-
lie to your kids.
Yeah,
Always.
absolutely.
Always.
Yeah.
I mean, eventually he'll
AKA
find
protect.
out. Yeah,
Right.
protect. You know, right. But I mean, eventually he will find out, and you will find some of your pictures stuck together, and that's just a part of the game. And then at that point, once pictures start sticking together, then you can talk to them about what you really do, and tell them to not jerk off on your photos anymore.
Yeah. When you start to find them underneath the bed,
Yeah,
next
Then
next
now
to
he
a
knows.
towel that you can use as a nightstand, have the conversation.
Also, don't keep your nude photos under your bed.
Yes.
All right, Chaz. Thanks for writing in. Excellent question. Excellent feedback. Here we go. Next up, we've got Kim in Delaware, Ohio. Shout out Delaware, local yokel. Kim in Delaware writes, Coach Choops,
What's up, Kim?
my husband wants our son to start playing football, but I'm not sure that that's a good idea. What should I do?
Let your kid play football.
Ding.
There it goes, Kim.
I mean, you know, I get that the whole like football could be dangerous and stuff like that, but driving cars can be dangerous, and that don't stop nobody. Like, yeah, let the kid do what he wants.
Right.
Let him do what he wants to do. Like
He has a 3-year-old.
Yeah.
I have a 3-year-old.
Yeah.
He also has a 6-year-old.
Yeah,
And we have you.
correct.
We watch several people every day bang their heads on something
Yeah, all day.
all day long. That's the making of CTE. I'm confident. There's
childhood CTE. The
there's-
C is
there's a
actually
running
childhood
joke.
and
There's
not-
a running joke with my wife that every time my son's like lying in her arms and she's carrying him anywhere, boom, hits the door
yeah.
with his head. It's hilarious. It's every time, and she's now laughs at it. Like, and so does he. He's kind of like, oh god, she's gonna. So that's I don't buy it. I just
No.
don't buy it.
I mean, I think that it can cause problems, absolutely. But the other thing is, if you interview most athletes that play in professions where CTE is a little bit more prevalent, you know, a la football, a la hockey, stuff where there's a lot of impact, all of them would sit there. Most of them, I don't want to say all of them, but a lot of them, you hear interviews of them saying, like, you know what? If this affects me later on in life, what I can do for my family by doing this and doing something I love to do, it's worth it. The other thing you might want to do, Kim, is look at your husband and yourself side by side and look, you know, can I produce a kid that can make it to the league? Like, girl, if you're sitting at like 5'3", $110, and your husband's 5'6", you know what? Maybe it ain't worth it because your son ain't. I mean,
If your
he's
kid's
just-
built like my son Louis, he's not built for football.
yeah, get him in soccer
Not
or
yet,
something
at
like
least.
that.
Max.
Not yet. Max, yes. Max is built for football now.
Yeah,
You just can tell that certain types
No,
of people
certain-
can,
yeah.
can
Yeah, you got a
successfully
certain-
play football.
yeah,
Right.
absolutely.
Certain types of kids can. I'm one of those
if you got
kids.
if
I'm
you
one of
got
the
a kid
latter.
that's going to be 6'3", 6'4" with a rocket arm, let him play quarterback.
Right.
If he's going to be 6'4", 280, put him on the line.
It's just all bullshit because it's
Yeah.
it's in the headlines.
I don't
know,
think that
they don't
CTE
talk about-
is bullshit, and I definitely
No.
don't. I think CTE is real, but
Yeah, I think it's real, but how many plumbers have arthritis to where they can't move their hands by the time they're 60?
exactly. And
But
this
you don't
is-
ever hear
This is
about
at the
that.
kid level.
Yeah.
You're this
the
Kim.
people that are
God bless you,
struggling
Kim.
with it.
Yeah, God bless you, Kim. You're worried about the CTE impacts of people that have played their entire life. Odds are your kid's not going to play his entire life. It's not going to be.
Well, I tell you what, why don't you go ahead and let your kid keep playing soccer? You know, because there's more concussions in a soccer game than there are in a football game. Fact. But
Well-
keep letting your kid play soccer, Kim.
Well, and the other thing, like there was a lady I was
I don't
talking to
believe that at
because
all. That's
her,
hilarious.
we were talking because I've played hockey my entire life, and
It's true.
her son played hockey, and he played high school
I
hockey,
bet you're trash talking, Kim, right
and
now.
he,
Yeah.
anyway, this lady her son played hockey his entire life, and I was like, I played hockey my whole life and stuff. He's in high school, and he was so we were just talking about hockey and stuff like that. And then she talked about how he ended up deciding to quit because I think it was his junior year. He had multiple concussions. Like, so at that point, like, okay, like you're having issues. Like, that makes sense to sit there and say, you know what, I shouldn't be doing this. But I'm assuming if he wants to start playing football, you're talking Pee Wee football, where they don't even tackle yet anyway. A lot of it's flag leagues until you get to a certain age anyway.
Yeah.
I wouldn't worry about it. Let the kid enjoy his life.
Either way, around the horn, Kim, let the kid play.
Yes.
Yep. If he wants to play, let him play.
Yep.
If he's good, make sure he goes to Ohio State.
There you go. Fantastic. All right, this has been Guiding Life. All right, well, last month has been a rough one for all the U.S. of A.
Yeah.
First off, Houston got hit hard
Yeah.
with the hurricane. We want to give a shout out to everybody in Houston that is trying to recover as we brace for a second hurricane this week coming. Was it Hurricane Irma?
Irma.
And then,
Irma is
like,
coming, is hitting Florida and on up the East Coast.
and then if you look on the map, you'll see like a third, like
Jose.
Jose is like right there.
Yeah, but I don't think that one's supposed to hit us.
Oh, okay. Still crazy.
Hopefully.
Still
But yeah.
hitting somewhere though.
Man. Well,
Hurricane.
so a lot of tragedy.
Yeah.
Nothing more tragic than the fact that this hurricane
Wow.
and these new mic stands
Yeah.
are traveling southeast. We've
Yes.
got two co-hosts that
Yeah.
are supposed to go on vacation this coming week that
Yeah.
Hurricane Irma is about to destroy
That's
the
right.
eastern seaboard. It's story time.
So I was flying out on Friday, and you're still considering driving out on Saturday.
Saturday.
So first off, Prez, where are you supposed to go?
So I'm going to Hilton Head
Hilton Head.
Friday to Friday, and
Perfect.
yeah, 100%. And so we all kind of started chirping a little bit, like, are we going to do this? Are we not going to do this?
Chirping like this cicada that's living in my basement now.
100%.
There you go.
And so we kind of going back and forth. And finally today that we made the decision, you know what? We're all open, everyone going from like the October 13th. Let's just do it then. Reason being, we were in Hilton Head in Savannah for Hurricane Matthew last year, got evacuated immediately. It was miserable. Obviously you cut your vacation short. Obviously that's the least important thing when a hurricane hits, but nevertheless, getting out of Dodge, we're like, can we get a flight? Don't know. Do we rent a car and drive? Whatever. So yeah, made the smart move, keep the family safe, and let's just mic stands. Let's just not go. So we're not going. But the young one,
Who's the young one?
balls of steel to my left over here.
You
yeah.
do.
Oh, me. Yeah.
yeah. But instead, so Troops, where are you supposed to go?
Outer Banks, North Carolina.
And you're still going, aren't you?
Yeah.
God damn it.
I love it.
Driving directly into it.
On Saturday night. Yeah.
You're going to drive into the storm Saturday.
Yeah. Saturday night.
Maybe it may miss. It may miss North Carolina, like that side of it.
Might. You never know.
Either
But
way, it's going to rain like a motherfucker.
I've lived through a hurricane before.
So have I. Yeah.
Yeah, you just drink and you have a good time. Let the good times roll. So yeah, we're gonna
Pretty
go
sure that's exactly what it says on FEMA's website. Like
does?
emergency preparedness. Yeah.
I wonder if they got that
drink.
for me.
It says that. Yeah. It's like keep calm and carry on. It's like drink and let the
Got
good
it.
times roll.
But just do it in your bathtub.
Why do you have to be in your bathtub during a hurricane? I thought that was a tornado thing.
It's
Maybe it's a tornado thing.
it is it's a thing. If your house may fall down, you're the most protected in your bathtub because it's porcelain
Or
and it's flat. There's nowhere else in your house where if something is falling down on top of you, you're protected in a porcelain kind of a half
So you have to
coffin.
you go like fetal.
5 of 6 sides are protected in a metal tub.
Right.
So fetal position in the tub is what I should be doing.
Yeah.
Drinking heavily.
Drinking.
Yeah, heavily.
We could probably get like something with a straw.
This really doesn't sound like it's going to be a lot different from a lot of your other vacations.
No, I cry a lot.
drinking heavily in the fetal position in
Well,
the
yeah.
bathtub.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Well,
I've cried in a bathtub.
on the plus side, so I've rented multiple houses on vacations, but on the plus side, this time I did get the hurricane insurance for the first time ever.
Dude,
I was
love it.
excited because
That's
I made an
fucking
adult.
genius.
Our
I made an
puppy's
adult
growing up.
decision.
Is he fucking genius?
Our puppy's
Look
growing
at
up.
me
You
go.
got hurricane insurance.
Yeah. Well, it's like $60.
So do you get to go for free now? Like, do you win? Is that what you win?
No.
You just won a free vacation?
There's a lot of fine print. Like I skimmed through it and it didn't make any sense to me. So
No, I don't even skim it anymore.
No.
I don't even fake like I'm like, oh yeah, I definitely read all that. I'm not gonna give a fuck.
no. You scroll down, you
Yeah,
hit
okay,
the box
agree.
that said I read this.
Agree.
and
I
you-
agree.
Next.
Right.
So I'm hoping that if it does come and it comes to the point that they're saying like, no, you can't come, that I get my money back, and then I'm wherever the hurricane's not going, I'm gonna drive there. That's the plan, or at least in my head, that's the plan. I haven't ran this past the fiance yet.
I'm sure she's gonna love it. It sounds pretty foolproof.
I mean, I came up with it while taking a shit, so
There you
that's where
go.
all my good thinking gets done.
Yeah.
You know what we can do
Amazing.
is try and get
Dude,
this money, roll it
I'll
forward
never
into
forget-
another beach house in Florida.
I'll never forget driving back from St. Petersburg with you, or St. Pete's Beach
Yeah.
in Tampa,
Yeah,
and it was fucking raining, and there was all those lightning strikes, and all those
and then there
fucking
was
trees were on fire.
trees were on fire, like they got hit by lightning.
15 trees were on fire in the rain. It was like we were going to hell.
Yeah,
It was literally like we were going to
driving
hell.
back from
Were you on
Fear
the-
and Loathing in
were you on,
Las
like, the
Vegas.
4-day
Were you
fucking
on, like, the
bender.
turnpike?
We were on a 4-day bender. No, we were on 95. It was 95
No.
south, wasn't it?
No,
North if you're driving back.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
going north. 95.
95 south is a hip hop reference. You know?
77.
Whoop, there
it
it
was.
is.
It was 77. That's the one we were doing. But it was like
77. yeah, that's it.
Fear and Loathing style. Like I feel like we maybe slept 8 hours the entire time. Like it was just a bender upon benders.
It was amazing.
And then like
it was crazy
you
as
can't
fuck.
see anything on this freeway. Like cars
It's
are
pouring rain, dude. Every
All the
car is
cars
pulled
are
over. We're
pulling
like,
over and we're
fuck
just-
no.
Yeah, we've got to drive. and
Without
we're hitting
providing
the-
too much details, is this poop in the pants party?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why's it gotta be like that, Miller?
Yeah.
Out of all people, it's gotta be like that.
Yeah.
Here we go.
I
But
said
yeah,
without
and then,
providing too much details. Why you just sell
Poop in
yourself
the
out?
fucking pants party. God
for all
damn
the
it.
listeners that are curious, on this trip, Scott got real drunk. once and
Arguably,
shit his
allegedly.
Arguably.
This is now we're calling this one. This episode called allegedly 2.
Part 2. He shit his pants. I have photographic proof.
It's not a real thing.
If
Listen,
I get enough followers on Instagram, I will post the picture.
the presidents took a look at this, and having dalvaged in a lot of poop over the last 3 years in pants.
Did you
It
say
was-
dalvaged?
Yeah.
Making up words.
Dove
You are no
into-
longer my defense attorney.
Did I say? I meant to say dove into.
It's like a mixture of diving and
Salvage.
salvaging.
Yeah, you said diving and salvage and combined into one.
salvage. New word.
Dalvaged.
We got a.
Dalvage
like a
cook. Running back.
millennial-
It's like a celebrity couple. Dalvage.
It's like a millennial William Shakespeare over here, just making up words.
It's like a millennial cat
I meant to say
Williams.
dove into quite a bit of poo, and it was way too symmetrical. It definitely looked like he sat in something, and then his no ass absorbed it, and it hit on
That's
two
exactly
sides.
what it was. I sat in something like chocolate or some shit.
A little too symmetrical.
Yeah. Ironically, of all the things I could sit in, it's chocolate.
You
But
weren't-
it's sideways on the top of my thighs. Weird shit. Anyway, yes,
the
it
runs.
was that trip.
The
it's
drug
really
runs.
easy.
It's
How
not
were the
the runs,
how were the
dude.
undies?
Undies were clean, dude. Everything was clean. There wasn't even anything on the inside of the shorts. Is my point.
It's
He
clean
don't
because
believe
it's
me.
in the dumpster right now.
I still have those shorts. Or the pink. I'll do the pink eyes out shorts. I have them right now.
No, you don't. I haven't yet to see you wear them since that trip 3 years ago.
I have pink fucking. All right, dude. I'm gonna bring out a fucking pair of pink shorts after this podcast.
Stats,
All
go
right,
upstairs, grab that.
4 days we partied our fucking face off there,
It
and
was
then
bad.
drove back. It took almost 18 hours to drive home. The fucking storm was so bad.
It was not good.
There were trees on fire in the rain. I thought we were in like a nightmare part of the movie of Devil's Advocate.
It's like shit. Here comes the
Like
apocalypse.
I thought I
If
was.
Keanu Reeves shows up right now, I'm getting the fuck out of here.
We were just like sleepwalking while driving.
It was not good.
That's crazy.
It was
We made it
very
back
scary.
safely. We made it
What
back.
surprises me is that after that horrifying trip, you're driving into a fucking hurricane with a woman you actually care about.
That's true.
Right.
I like my.
Hey, honey,
I feel
put
like,
your seatbelt on. I want to try something.
I know. I promised you a vacation. Get in the car.
Right
now.
Yeah. But all that being said, if you're willing to donate to all the victims, hit up the Red Cross, find their website, do whatever you got to do.
Hit up Choops. He's gonna need the money here in a little bit.
That's true.
We're gonna have
It's
a
gonna be
PayPal,
good.
a
We'll be
donate now button on the website to get him back off the East Coast and back to work
We'll do it.
and salvage his car. He's gonna need a new car. It's gonna get. Dude, Houston lost 1 million cars.
Yeah.
A
Houston,
million?
Houston's,
1 million cars.
Houston's like all of their like fucking businesses, like all of like the major ones, are being hit by people being late or having to take the public transit.
Maybe his car won't get as flooded and will float to Houston
To donate to somebody else.
to donate to somebody else.
As
Bro.
long as Progressive buys me a new one, that's fine by me.
Shout out Progressive.
This episode brought to you by
I've never seen a Chrysler 300 that floats.
Get some inner tubes
I don't
in
think
there.
Chrysler 300s know how to swim.
Oh my god.
Oh god. On that note,
It's story time. It's been real, y'all. Damn. Hey, good luck.
I'm gonna need it.
I'm
I'm still trying to talk Amber into this, so it's not.
rooting for you, man.
Oh, I think
really
I can
am.
win this one. I'm a very convincing human being. But yeah,
You're-
she's
Just be like,
She's a
it's
little
gonna
bit
be
more
like
panicked than I am.
It's gonna be like a trip to Seattle, where it's always raining.
Amber, if you're
it'll be an
listening.
experience.
Amber, if you're listening
She doesn't listen.
and you don't want to go, I'm on your side. If you want to go,
You're really on her side on this one?
if she doesn't want to go, I'm on her side, man.
No, I mean she wants to go on vacation.
Everyone wants to go on vacation, but some people don't. I was an advocate. I was like, no.
Why?
I literally hung up on my wife today when we
Is
were
this the
still thinking about
difference between
going.
having kids and not having kids? Like you think about things like that.
Oh God, yes.
Oh god, yeah,
100%.
dude. I could make it through a hurricane with myself. I could not make it through a hurricane with 2 children.
The stress.
There's no way,
A
dude.
child. The
Dude, bro,
stress.
no way.
I was so freaked out when Matthew was coming and it was still
I
like
can't make
5
it-
days away.
I can't make it through the fucking grocery store. You think I'm gonna make it through a fucking hurricane? I'm not taking 2 kids to the grocery store. It's a fucking nightmare. I ain't taking 2 kids into the fucking hurricane.
It's not because you care about their safety though. You just don't want to have to deal with it.
It's hard.
It's both.
I wouldn't do well.
It's both. It's both.
It's
We got
to do-
lucky.
it's kind of the same thing.
Yeah, we got lucky and Matthew, like the nicest hotel was like, yeah, you can set up shop here for the day for like $70. And we're like, perfect. Max can take a nap. They can go shopping while some stores are still open. Other stores are boarded up. But no, it's the stress of their safety and like, I wasn't mentally, I still had 5 more days to think about getting packed up because getting packed up with kids to the airport is a nightmare. And I was like, I still have 5 days. I don't have to worry about this. And all of a sudden, I was like, no, you got to worry about it right now. Shit.
Yeah. Fuck hurricanes, yo.
Not as fun.
What's the one with the H that hit Houston?
Harvey.
Harvey, Irma, Jose.
Jose. And then last year's big one was
Uh.
Matthew, the one that hit
Yeah.
South Carolina like really hard.
It's
I
coming
think South
for us,
Carolina
dude.
lost like 1 million trees or something like that.
The ocean's coming back to take us.
Yeah.
We're
Do you
all
see
about
some of
to
the
be fish
videos
food.
like from today when it was hitting? Like some
Yeah.
of the nuts.
Yeah.
Nuts.
Isn't Puerto Rico getting smashed first?
I think it already got hit.
Yeah, Puerto Rico. It's still going through
Yeah.
Puerto Rico or something.
Damn.
No, it was like St. Martin's and somewhere
Yeah,
else.
St. Martin's got hit early this morning.
Damn.
Some guy I worked with just quit, moved down to St. Martin's for work like 2 weeks ago.
Fail.
Bruh, you should have
Terrible
you should have
timing.
waited till the end of
No, this was my
September.
plan, man. This is my plan. I gotta do
This
it.
is the
It's
dream
like
the whole
posting like
time.
Facebook videos about it.
I
and
love
stuff.
how you say that was a bad idea, and you're gonna go do the same fucking thing.
Well, he's not going to set up a Sea-Doo shop in Outer Banks. Though. This guy was
No.
like, I'm setting up Sea-Doo at St. Martin. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah,
All he's got to do is like be like, well, at least he's not like an established business. He can just go put it in a fucking U-Haul and then wait it out, and he'll have the only Sea-Doo business. It'd be
He's
fucking
like Bubba Gump.
yeah. He's gonna go monopoly on that bitch.
maybe he's gone to something.
All right, y'all. Well, hey, it's time for my favorite part of the week.
You are the vulgar parent of the week. Hey man, it's the vulgar parent of the week.
All right, fellas, 3 fantastic vulgar parents all battling this week to become this
Are
week's
there
vulgar parent of the
such
week.
thing as a fantastic vulgar parent?
I think so. I just think that they're fantastic candidates. I mean, they're all very worthy this week. I like this week's theme. Like they're all fighting. A lot of fighting this week.
It's an aggressive week. We got hurricanes. We got fighting parents.
Oh, I mean, just left and right. And then, I mean, top of the hour, we were leading off with, guns and drugs. Yeah.
It's an aggressive episode.
It's been a great week.
Yeah.
All right. First up, Indian man's parents fly to Florida to beat son's wife for being, quote, disobedient. A Florida police team rescued an Indian woman Saturday who was beaten by her husband and his parents, who traveled from India to help assist him with the assault. Holy cow.
Now, if you only read half the headline, it's actually not that bad. Indian man's parents fly to Florida. Like, that's cool. Like, you flew all the way from India to visit your
Very
your
supportive
son.
parents. That's an expensive
Very
flight.
good. It is. I don't know how much it is to fly from Florida, but it sounds expensive. Or
Wow.
from India to Florida.
So it says that the victim, whose name, by the way, is Silky Gained. Silky
That's a sweet name.
Gained. Silky Gained, 33, called her parents in India to tell them of the abuse. They then called the authorities. So the police said Gained was being beaten in a Riverview home by her husband, 33, and his parents, 67 and 61, who traveled from India to help their son, quote, counsel and discipline his wife for being disobedient after he asked for their assistance. Wow. Dude,
What's their number?
even
I need their number.
this kid is so fucked up that even in his 30s, he's calling his
His
parents
mom and dad
still
on
calling
the
his mom
other
and dad.
side of the world.
How old
Yep.
is? How old? 33.
He's 33. He's
So
still
he's like
calling his mom and dad.
He's definitely a generation 2
Oh my god.
And
millennial.
I'm not saying it's okay to beat your wife. But as a 33-year-old man, I feel like you should be able to do this without mom and dad's help.
Somehow, this dude has made
Maybe she's
beating
Jack
your
G's.
wife even
She
worse.
might be. Yeah, but if these are like, don't Indians, don't they arrange marriages?
Sure, yeah. I mean, they're
So
very
this is
involved.
an
They're very
arranged
involved.
marriage.
Not
like,
all, but yes.
Was this an arranged divorce?
I'm going to assume that this is an arranged marriage just because, like, A, you should be mad at mom and dad because they picked you a shitty wife. And B,
You picked
apparently
it.
they
You come beat it.
you picked me a wife. I can't even. She'll kick my ass. Like
Right. She's probably
mom,
Jack
dad.
G's.
Like yeah, I would hope if my parents picked out a wife for me, they wouldn't pick somebody that like
Can bench press you?
yeah, absolutely not.
I don't know how you make domestic violence worse, but they've accomplished that
They've-
Yeah.
right out of the gates. Like, it's bad enough
100%.
that you beat your wife. It's
My question
worse
is-
that you also brought your 60-something-year-old father as
To
well
help.
to help you. Dear Lord. Oh, here's the triple word score multiplier. They have a 1-year-old who also was accidentally hit, quote unquote, because
It got so
the wife
aggressive?
was holding the daughter when one of the attacks started.
What NFL team does he play for?
He was that's terrible. God.
Probably the Cowboys.
Burn.
Oh,
You set yourself up for that one.
A little bit, I guess.
yeah, you had that one coming, dude.
Yep.
All right, well,
Still drafted him in the first round.
So did I. In 2 leagues.
they're facing charges of false imprisonment, child abuse, and denying access to 911. And the father is also facing a felony battery charge and was accused of aggravated battery with a deadly weapon.
So
Wow.
do you? I don't know exactly how the legal system works when you're just here, quote unquote, visiting. But can you just sit there and say, actually, I just want to go home. I don't want to deal with this whole United
No,
States
once
court
you-
system.
Once you've been arrested, it's just like the same thing as if you're out on bail, they'll put a bracelet on you or anklet or whatever, or you're not allowed to leave the country, blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
In this case, it's the same thing. They won't be allowed to leave the country. They probably won't even be able to make bail.
Because of the flea risk.
Yep.
All 3 of them will be deported. I guarantee it. They'll all be deported. They would definitely be deported. But
Free trip back to India, at least. You don't have to pay for that return
hope
ticket.
you can get your money back on the second half of that flight.
Is Trump still
What'd you
springing
get?
for those?
I guess yeah, Trump
know.
is springing for those.
Probably.
Oh my god.
It looks pretty brown. We might as well send them back where they came from.
Wife was upset about how the trip went, but the husband went, at that deportation insurance. Look who's the genius now.
That's right. Problem solved.
Is that real?
We got a frog loose. We got crickets and frogs in here.
Crickets and frogs is the goddamn end of the world in this bitch. Oh my God. All right. Fantastic. First candidate for Vulgar Parents of the Week, because this week really is a family affair, because this next candidate,
It actually is pretty much a family affair, isn't it? I didn't really
family attacks grandmother and shaves her head for playing the Steelers broadcast too loudly. A Pennsylvania woman was allegedly beat up and had her head shaven by her daughter and granddaughter Sunday because she reportedly turned up the radio for the preseason Steelers game too loudly. Damn, dude. Of course it happened in Pennsylvania. Steelers country, y'all. Okay, where they take this shit very seriously.
That's right.
Someone must have been sassing Mama about her goddamn Steelers, and she wasn't having none of it.
Were they Browns fans?
Ooh, maybe the mother-daughter is the Browns fans.
Why was she listening to it on the radio as opposed to watching it on
She's
TV?
806 years old. That's what she's used to.
It's 2017. Watch the goddamn broadcast on TV.
Maybe they didn't sell enough tickets.
No, excellent question. Not a blackout. The victim was unhappy with the volume of the TV after the defendants turned the volume too low, so she locked herself in the bedroom and turned on the radio. The defendants were so upset that they barged in, broke the door, and
Wait a minute.
and began abusing
She was
her.
in another
Wait a
room?
minute. So we're watching the game.
They turn it down.
And Grandma can't hear because she's old.
Yeah, so she
and
goes to her room.
To her room
and
and
listens
says,
it.
"Okay, well, if it's that
And they were
seems like
so
a
pissed.
very reasonable thing to do. Like that was very nice of her."
Dude, these people are
And
garbage.
then they like kick in the door and beat the shit out of her because like
Yeah.
you're not
Assaulted.
watching the game with us or some shit.
Okay, and keep in mind, this is a mother teaching her daughter that it's okay to beat up her grandmother. That is what is really happening.
I can't
Like,
wait until this.
fuck the Steelers. Who cares? The fact that is happening is super fucked up. It's
can't
Or-
wait
God, these are such good candidates this week.
But here's
50
so
years when
the-
this lady gets her head shaved for
I know.
some
That's
shit.
what I'm saying. The shit's gonna come right back on mom because she's showing her daughter. When I'm older and annoying you, you can do
shave
whatever,
my,
you
yeah,
can do
you
whatever
fuck
you want.
me up.
shave my fucking head,
You can fuck me up.
cut my eyebrows off.
Right. Yeah,
Dude.
I mean, at the end of the day, this mom and daughter tag team, they can either do one of two things: hit up WWE or just get bent. Like, you suck as human beings.
Aggravated assault was the first charge.
on
Crim-
Grandma.
Criminal conspiracy, strangulation, terroristic threats,
Holy shit.
false imprisonment, simple assault, harassment, and criminal mischief. Mom's 40, daughter's 17.
Whoa.
Yikes.
Whoa.
Coming in hot.
Super
Those
hot.
are a lot of charges there.
Damn. All right, well,
False imprisonment. She went to her own room.
she went to her own.
But like
They'll get off scot-free on that one.
strangulation?
We're gonna go ahead and drop this charge.
That's fucked up. Oh, Lord. All right, well, our third candidate of the week. Fantastic candidate here. Here we go.
Mother arrested after encouraging daughter to fight a pregnant girl.
Thanks for jumping in here, Stats. Help me on the tech support over here, buddy. Excellent. Miller, hit him with what this third one is.
The mother of a 16-year-old girl involved in a fight with a pregnant teenager has been arrested and charged with felony child abuse after she allegedly encouraged her daughter to fight. Selena Drope, 34, can allegedly be heard on the video of the fight between her daughter and the pregnant girl, telling her to beat that ass.
Beat that ass.
It actually says A ***. So
Oh.
we're filling
Oh,
that in.
whoa.
A asterisk.
Assuming.
Stop taking liberties.
I don't.
Beat that ant.
Let's go with ass.
Beat that
Let's go
ant.
with ass. I like
Let's
ass.
go with ass. That's probably what
Ant
it
isn't.
was.
Ant is okay. A-N-T.
Beat that ash.
Right.
So then the police obviously said that Troop actively encouraged the fight and even knew that her daughter's opponent was pregnant at the time.
6 months pregnant, if I remember it right.
Jesus.
6 months pregnant. So you're there. You're filming your daughter beat up a pregnant woman. Both are teens, and you're encouraging it by yelling at them.
I mean,
That makes sense.
she's got
Yeah.
a pretty
Yeah.
dope
That's so great.
cleavage tat. It's her name.
Dude, they pulled off one of the hottest selfies on her fucking gram.
Yeah.
And posted that shit alongside
Drinking
stills
wine.
from the video.
Right.
Showing that chest tat, hair did,
Nails
wine.
done.
Oh.
Dude, she looking fine.
They went for it completely
Dude.
on that photo. They were like,
They were like,
we
out
need
of
a
all the
picture of her.
photos-
This one, the one that shows her cleavage tat with her
On the-
name going into like what appears to be either a
2 stars.
2 stars or a kitten.
Cancer the crab.
I don't fucking
Probably a lion.
know. It might be a line.
I know another guy that has a lion chest tattoo.
Dude, I got that same selfie in my gram. I'm drinking wine, got my nails did. Yep, mic down. Well,
Whoa.
we've got 3 fantastic candidates. Let's take them from the top here. First up, Indian parents beat disobedient daughter-in-law. Second, shaving grandma's head. And third, mother encourages pregnant fight.
Right.
Choops, who you got?
Ooh, I get to go first?
Oh yeah, baby.
Ooh, this is exciting. I don't like the Steelers,
Yeah.
and
Do you really even like the Bills, or did you have to like them?
I was raised that way.
I hate the fucking Steelers.
Same.
I'm not a big Steelers fan though. They're fans. I think this is like if I pictured what a Steelers fan was, I think that this would be it.
Mhm.
But I can't go with them. I can't go with that one. I have to go with the Indian parents for dedication on that one. The fact that you splurged on 2 tickets
Yeah.
from India to Florida
Went for it.
to help your son beat his wife,
You
like,
jumped on hotwire.com.
yeah, that's just brutal. I can't. Those are my vulgar parents of the
All
week.
right. So Choop's going with the Indian parents of the week.
Yep.
I'm going to go to Prez now. Prez, who you got this week?
Yeah, I'm going with mother arrested after encouraging daughter to fight pregnant chick.
Going with the pregnant,
that one,
the
man.
pregnant
Yeah.
fighing videotaping mama. Is it?
Why?
Is it because of the selfie?
It's 86% because
86.
because of that selfie.
That's
Do you
it's
follow
actually
her on
I-
Instagram?
no.
Do
but
now. Do
I
now.
do.
after
I
the
will
story
now
broke.
after this.
We're
But
gonna
no,
tweet at her
it's
after this
actually
show.
it's for the Instagram photo, but not the. It's because they searched for that photo. They dedicated themselves to pull this photo with this article, and that's
Can't
what it's
believe
for.
that's her headshot in the article.
I love it so much.
Is that she's sipping on wine but looking at the camera?
But then
Very bad and bougie.
I know it's
Well
sometimes
said.
well
it's
said.
so applicable to that photo.
Yeah. I know it's sometimes controversial on this show to not
Good-
take the
Uzi.
funny route, but I mean, she's like literally the worst parent ever.
All right. So I guess I get the tiebreaker this week.
I think so. Unless you want to make it a tie.
Ooh.
We haven't had one of those.
Listen, I think that the Steelers have won enough already. They're not going to win this week.
I like it.
What if they were wearing the Bumblebee uniforms?
I gotta go with the mother on the cell phone. I kind of appreciate the support that the parents are giving their son in the Indian beatdown,
Yeah.
but the mother who filmed another child beating a soon-to-be mother is the most fucked up meta thing ever. Like, it's so fucked up. So,
Yeah.
congratulations.
You are the vulgar parent of the week. Oh man, this is vulgar parent of the week.
3 family beatdowns. What a fantastic week here on the Vulgar
There you
Parenting
go.
Podcast. Guys, thank you for listening. We have one more section. Segment. Solution. Whatever.
Let's wrap it up.
Wrap It Up is brought to you by CondomDepot.com. Fellas, I realize some of you are as afraid of snakes as you are of condoms. But don't let that scare you. CondomDepot.com has got amazing condoms at a great selection and a great price. Check out CondomDepot.com. All right, our final touch-base point for tonight. Miller sent me the weirdest link from crazyfacts.com. By the way, didn't know crazyfacts.com was a thing. It's hilarious.
You do now?
You can punch in anything and it just gives you crazy facts about it.
Really?
I appreciate it.
Anything.
Anything.
Like you just type in a word and it gives me a fact about this word?
Yep. You can search any topic. It just gives you a fucking whole bunch of random facts
I'm not going to be sleeping tonight.
that are crazy.
So I searched beer.
And here's what came up. For 150 years, whoever the new heir of Budweiser, when they were born into the Anheuser-Busch family, a brewing family, they would be fed 5 drops of Budweiser before ever having their mother's milk. What?
I like it. I'm a for
Dude.
that.
That's some Game of Thrones shit.
That is some yes.
And I've never seen Game of Thrones. And I already know, like, this is fuck some weird cult shit, man.
Now, is it like
A beer
every
cult.
if you like are like any children born into that family,
I think
or
it's
is it
an
like
heir.
It's an heir.
so is it
heir.
like the first son of the next
Right,
generation?
Yeah.
It's like
Roger Anheuser-Busch the
it's-
17th.
No, it's like Augustus, isn't it his name, or Augusta Bush?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Roger, is that real, or did you just pull that name
I
from the
just
fucking hair?
Pull the fucking name out of hat.
It's
Sounds
Carl
about
with a
right.
K.
But isn't it now? Aren't they now owned by an Indian company? So it's
No, it's Belgian.
Belgian.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bev 1,
Yeah.
2009, 2010.
But anyway,
Crushing year for America.
However,
I blame
is.
Obama.
I like it. I'm a big Budweiser fan.
Yeah,
If it was any
I
other
love Bud
beer, I
Heavy.
would not like it.
Love Bud Heavy.
But I'm a big fan of the KOB.
Dude, this is a power move.
Power move.
It's a total power move.
it's power move.
Power move.
Power move.
You are one. You're stiff arming your new mother wife, which is insane.
Right.
Like the fact that she doesn't get the kid first. You're
Right.
like, nope. Got to do this weird cult thing with beer before you're able to breastfeed your child.
Yeah.
like what? What do you have? Do you have like a special little stein? You know, like
I mean,
like
if it's
like
5
what do you
drops,
do the
I don't-
drops? Like what do you?
Oh, they
what do
probably
you think
didn't have
they do it in?
droppers back 150 years ago, did they?
Dude, they've had. Spoken like a true millennial. Of course they had droppers. They've had droppers forever.
Forever.
Syringes.
All that shit, dude.
It's been around.
150 years.
150 years.
Civil War medics had droppers.
If anything, if you stubbed your toe in the Civil War, they basically took you behind the shed and shot you.
Yeah, but then you got some droppers first. It's
Did they
more
have
thing.
sheds?
Probably not.
No, they all burned down in the war. This was a crazy war, man.
Listen.
Civil War.
Yeah, crazy
Listen, stiff arm the mom, hilarious,
war. Dude.
good angle. My thing with this is the dedication of 150
Of
years.
doing. I wish they did it to every child, though. I feel like if you were born into that family, you should be given 5 drops of
So you're for
beer.
like an extension, like the Smiths over there. You know, she married. Her name is now Cindy Smith. It was Cindy
Yeah,
Anheuser-Busch.
if they
but now
wanted-
Cindy Smith has a newborn, and Cindy Smith needs to give that kid
If you're in the, if you
If
are,
you want to
in-
be a
Well,
part of the club,
probably
Yeah.
3 drops
dude,
because you're
if
not
you
a
wanna be
Bush.
in- if you want to be in, is it like
Yeah, like, I think
an
that it
extension of
is.
like the Kennedys?
But-
Like you
Right.
married into the Kennedys? Get the fuck out of here!
Right.
No,
So
but it's
I,
like you know how like families will baptize their children and stuff like that, but like it's like the baptism of the Bush family. I'm for it. I like it. Power move. And I feel like on the Vulgar Parenting podcast, if you want something to go your way, pull a power move off.
Bro, these guys are vulgar parents of the century right here. 150 years, dude. If they keep it up, they go double century. They might be vulgar parents of the double century. This is a boss move. It's a power move. I'm all about it. I hope they do it in a ring of fucking candles. People wearing cloaks and shit. Gets all
Like
fucking
blood
weird.
sacrifice.
Yeah, I'm talking like there needs to be an animal
Goats?
murdered. Yeah,
Goat.
some
Had to
crazy
be a
shit.
goat.
Got to be and
So-
then they cook it. You know,
right. So it's like 5 drops of,
they're wearing those Imperial
of-
Stormtrooper red cloaks from Star Wars.
Yeah, 5 drops of beer and like
I've never seen
the
Star
tongue
Wars.
of a goat. I've never seen Star Wars either.
You just said all of that about the goat, and at the end, she says, "I've never seen Star Wars."
I've never seen a Star Wars either. Never seen one all the way through.
Fact, they didn't kill any goats in Star Wars. He wasn't talking about Star Wars.
You said something about Star
know,
Wars.
I'm
I'm just
just-
acknowledging.
I know,
I don't know
I'm
what you're
just-
talking about because I've never seen Star Wars.
This is basically this is kind of like the same story of Star Wars, right?
Yeah.
Families are born, goats are murdered.
There's a beer cult.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all based on the same thing.
All right,
It's
that's
basically-
cool.
it's
Well, then
basically
I
what
don't need to
happens.
watch the movie. Problem solved.
Shout out Budweiser, vulgar parents of the century, first nominee.
Hey, is Bush beer this? Is this anti? Is the same thing?
Bush is
Same
cheap
company.
Budweiser.
Okay.
Yep, exactly.
Who owns Natural Light then?
Budweiser or
The same.
Anheuser-Busch.
Yep.
So
cheaper.
cheaper.
So
cheaper.
Natty Light is like the cheap.
Is the
Bud Light.
piss that's not good enough to be Bush, which is
Okay.
also not good enough to be Budweiser.
I hate Natty Light. We've all had our days.
Yeah, bro, we had
Well,
shitty
yeah.
beer night back in college. Like,
And we listened-
all bought
and
as
the-
much shitty beers as we possibly could.
And we
Yeah.
all listen to Dave Matthews, but we don't do those two things now.
That's right, because we're grown ass men.
I didn't listen to Dave Matthews.
That does not surprise me.
No.
It's not.
No, it doesn't surprise me. No.
Star Wars or Dave Matthews.
I saw Dave Matthews live once.
I have not.
I'm kind of ashamed of it, except that Ben Harper opened and he was sick.
I
How
I
high
will
were
still
you?
say that
I was very high.
Live with Tim Reynolds
Anything
at Red
else?
Rocks is a
Yeah.
great live album.
Nice.
I was also on LSD, I think.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Good time. I hope your kid listens to this.
Did
one
you
day.
drive there with 25 pounds of LSD?
25 pounds of meth, and I was with Choops, and the trees were on fire, and it was raining.
I don't think you guys ever made it to Florida.
Is this a real bad trip?
This was all in the
You
Polaris
guys just
condos
you
up
were
here.
parked over here at,
We were-
at Polaris the whole time.
We was at the penthouse the whole time. Oh my god. All right, fellas, it's been a great week. Let's actually wrap it up.
Yeah.
Quick plug from the host, President Miller.
Yo,
Tell them where they can find you at.
you already know, at President Miller. Check me out on Twitter, Instagram. Blowing it up.
Hit him with that. Your tweet game's coming on strong since you went Trumpier on him. If you want to get that, you have to go to his Twitter, though, to figure it out.
Yeah.
All right. And to my right, the life coach. Tell him what's up.
You can find me at Archoops. I will document this hurricane extravaganza
Yeah.
on the gram, and then also anything else, Ryan C Life Coach on Twitter.
Can't wait to see that post that says, "This was our house." And if you look over there, that's my fiance just flying away.
Here's my fiance surfing my Chrysler 300 like Styles and fucking Teen Wolf, except there's actually water around the car.
Jesus, I can't remember.
It's
Can't believe
gonna
you
go
remember
so
that
well.
guy's name.
It's gonna go so well.
Styles and Teen Wolf.
Yeah, because
Fingers crossed.
that's proof that I'm not a millennial. Do you know who Styles from Teen Wolf is?
No, I've never seen it.
I
Exactly.
know who he is.
Exactly.
That's why I'm calling it out.
So you could possibly still pass as a non-millennial.
No, he's a millennial.
Generation. I'm a first gen.
First gen millennial.
We
First
cover
gen.
this every fucking week.
It's still funny. You was making third generation references earlier. I can fucking talk about this again.
That's fine. But I've seen it a bunch of times. It's a good movie. You should check it out.
You should shout out Teen
I
Wolf.
don't like watching.
Dude, he
movies
turns
that are
into
old.
a werewolf.
I
and he
know,
can
and he
dunk.
plays basketball.
Yeah, and he wears sunglasses. He's really cool.
Yeah, but like old movies, the special effects just aren't the same. It looks bad.
Oh, it's totally
corny.
bad. It's
Yeah,
totally bad.
so I don't watch them.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
I have seen that.
Okay.
All right, well, all
I've
this
never seen Ghostbusters. Amber got mad at me for that one.
mad at you?
Yeah, because she's like, I love Ghostbusters. I'm like, all right, cool. Watch
So-
it without me.
Have you ever had to watch it with her?
I've come home and it's been on, but I've never like. Sat
So
down
that's a
and watched
no,
it.
dude.
So-
You don't get
No.
credit for just walking
Honeymoon.
into a room.
Honeymoon. Take a DVD with you.
Ooh,
That night.
you get that weird.
Not
ghost.
that- not
you get
night
that weird,
one.
you get that weird
Night one,
ghost
you're doing
ass.
other things. But like night 3, night 4.
That's
when,
not happening night one either.
Get yourself a great jumpsuit
of the honeymoon.
Give her.
It will night one. Of the
Let her
honeymoon.
fantasies play out. You could fuck her as a Ghostbuster, dude. Maybe it's one of her dreams.
I would hope not. Fucking weirdo.
Roll Tide.
All right, well, you guys can catch up on me and my non-hurricane life at Scotty Boombox on everything. This has been the Vulgar Parenting Podcast. Thank you for listening. Subscribe now on iTunes. Give us that 5-star rating, and we'll read it on the show, no matter what it says. Like and share us on Facebook. I think it's facebook.com/TheVP Podcast. Follow us online at Vulgar Parenting on both Twitter and Instagram. Email the show, vulgarparenting@gmail.com. Everything we do is at vulgarparenting.com. Peace.
Keep safe, Southern States.